All right, this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking to run some liquidity, take partials over here, then take further partials down here. All right, let's go. Let's do it. We are looking at this 5-minute imbalance. We are trading within this 5-minute imbalance right now, as you guys can see. Just coming shy of entry by a few pipettes. Literally, how many pipettes? Maybe 2 pipettes. Let's refine it to the 1-minute time frame. You see a 1-minute imbalance in here. That's our 1-minute imbalance. There we go. Let's just go ahead and change this to imbalance over here. This is the 5-minute imbalance. So I'm just going to put, that's the 5-minute imbalance. So we're in that already. I need to dip one more time up in here and then drop. You see my stop loss is above this high over here. So we're in a good place. So one more move up higher and then I want to see the drop. I don't want to see the drop now. This here actually is relative equal highs. So I do want to see these get taken over here. There we go, equal highs. There we go, that's our equal highs. But we have our sell limit tagged in whilst they're getting taken out. So in this area here, this is when I want an exchange of contracts to take place. So when it runs above this high, when they're looking to do breakout buying, I'm looking to be selling. I'm going to be pairing off with their orders. I'm going to be pairing off with the orders above this high. So there's going to be people that are willing to buy above here. I'm one of those ones that are willing to sell above here. So this is my sell range. I've kept my stop loss well out of reach. This is only a 5-pip stop loss. I might look at it, or even less than that actually. It's a 4-pip stop loss or 3.9-pip stop loss. And then we're going to take our first partials where there's going to be willing participants who want to continue to sell. All right, so let's go up the time frame a little bit. So our first partials is going to be at this low here. That's our first partials. And then our second, the remainder of the trade is going to get taken off down here. There's an imbalance here. This is the one I'm going to be looking to target here. And it's just funny because one of my mentees today, let me see if I can put this on the screen. You can put the whole conversation on really. In my Discord, we got Billy McBallers. He's absolutely smashing it. But he asked me which imbalance on this 1-minute time frame should we go for. We have an inefficiency here. We have an inefficiency here. Technically, we also have an inefficiency here. We have 3 sets of inefficiencies. If we think it through, then we should be able to come to a solution. So I said, which one would you pick and why? So I flipped the question back on him. And he said, I would take the high one because it started to push to the downside. Before the push, we had also an accumulation of orders. Oh, let's go back to 1-minute time frame. So I'm in that trade now. I am in that trade at the moment. So you saw your boy just got tagged in. I said, which one would you pick and why? So I flipped the question back on him because he wanted to know which imbalance here should I pick. Should we choose this one here or this one over here? These are the 2 that we were referring to. So you can see there's one here. Let's go ahead and mark this up so you guys can spot the difference. I said the difference in pips is how much. So the difference in pips, what I was talking about is what's the difference between the distance really between this one and that imbalance. The distance between the 2, so from where we jumped in, so the difference between the 2 is less than 2 pips. I wanted this to move up higher into this imbalance. It can still potentially do that. And also guys, from my entry to this one, less than 2 pips again. Let's go back to the Discord. So we know the difference between these 2 are less than 2 pips. From the lowest to the highest of both imbalances is 15 pips. So he probably just looked at the wrong thing. From the first imbalance to the second imbalance, a little spelling errors is what it is. And he said 2 pips. Then I said, okay, so are you bothered about spelling error about here, 2 pips? He said, not really, LOL. And this is my whole point. I responded back with LOL because I was trying to get him to see that we're talking over 2 pips. 2 pips isn't going to make a huge difference. 2 pips is not going to make a huge difference. It's not life changing. So I then responded with, so I'd look at the lowest one and cover the higher one with my stop. So 1 to 3 pips is a minor, but when it's 1 to 3 pips, it doesn't matter. Just cover it with your stop loss. Yeah, instead of trying to catch the perfect entry from the wicks. I wanted to just quickly show you that, guys, because sometimes we like to play around with these imbalances. There are ways that we can refine these inefficiencies some more and know which one is going to go to. And I put that all on my Trade Towards the Money program. You can see the information in the description of how to refine these areas and trade intraday. If the pip difference between the 2 aren't large, then we pick the lowest one and then cover the highest one with our stop loss. This way, I guarantee that I'm in the trade. The stop loss is not huge. We're talking about from this entry to here, we're talking about what? Less than 4 pips. Not only that, guys, like I did mention before, on a 5-minute time frame, this is our inefficiency that we are looking at right here. We did want it to come up one more time. How they want to run it is how they want to run it. It's my role to find myself in this trade by positioning myself at a place where prices are highly likely to go to, which is this one right here. And you guys already know where I'm looking to take this to. Let's just zoom out. We've got our levels down here that we want to take it to. Alright guys, so quick update on the trade for EURUSD. You can see from our entry, we didn't mess around with the imbalances. We didn't mess around with trying to pick the highest one, which is technically this one over here. We went ahead and jumped in at 50% of the 5-minute imbalance, and we just came shy of that 1-minute imbalance. So you can see, look, we just came shy. We're about to go ahead and take partials down here. So double check to see where we are at. So we should see price run through these lows. That's when we're going to take partials. I'm actually going to go to the gym. Do you know what? I've seen something actually, guys. I've seen something. This is not the imbalance I was after. I'm after this inefficiency right here. Here we go, guys. Yeah, just readjusting it. So this is not the one I want. This is a different one. This is the one that I want. I want this one right here. There we go. So I want price to drop down into this area of inefficiency. So we're not too far off. So partials down here, the rest of it down here. I am going to go to the gym, so if I do miss this, I am going to set an alert. So hopefully my phone will alert me whilst I'm at the gym. So I'm going to set an alert, so when price runs this is where I want to be taking those partials. Let's go ahead and delete that. Ooh. There we go, guys. I'll just prep my gym bag. We went ahead and hit our level here. Let's go ahead and take off 8% off this trade. Partial close. Oh, no. I took off the whole thing, but guys, I was prepping for the gym. That's on my mind right now. I was about to take partial close. Guys, the gym was on my mind, man. I was prepping for the gym, and I was just trying to take partials of 80% here. I was going to let the rest run for 4 more pips. But look, guys, it's all good. 4 more pips is all good. You know, I missed it. It is what it is. But anyway, guys, you guys done seen it. Don't mess around with your imbalances. If you're not really concerned about the difference in pips, so for example, this one was just a 2-pip difference, then go ahead and just cover it with your stop loss. Cover it with your stop loss, guys. It's not necessarily a big deal. You don't have to catch it right pin perfect. It's not just about being perfect all the time. Allow room for a bit of maneuvering. It could maneuver within this whole area. This is why I had my stop loss above this high. Nice and out of the way. So guys, that is the trade done, guys. Keep it simple. You don't have to do nothing crazy. The R is not going to be the best. This was a scalp, by the way. For my entry to get to this level, it was only about a 10-pip move. Guys, this is a scalp. This is a scalp. Obviously, the intraday move would have come from thereabouts anywhere within these highs over here. I missed it all completely, so it's not about this. So if you're looking at this thinking, oh, we just 1 to 2, the whole idea behind this video was not to catch the highest R. It was more so to do with when there's more than one imbalance, which one do you choose? And if you're comfortable with your stop loss covering all the imbalances along that push, then do it. And yeah, like I said, 4 pips, we should be hitting right to this high very soon. I'll probably end out the video the moment we hit this. And another thing, just before I leave, when you're about to take partials, you need to have that clear mind, because you can end up doing what I did, which is basically closing off the full trade. So you don't want to be that person. Alright guys, so you can see we just hit into that imbalance now. So this is that 1 hour imbalance. This is when the full trade would have been closed. It is what it is. It happens sometimes. Guys, this is a very juicy move. The whole move from the very highest point to the lowest point was 15-pip move. And here's the trade for you guys too. You can see it on my MT4. This was also taken on MT4 so you guys can see it. I'm in it multiple times because it is what it is. Although it's a scalp, I like to maximize my entries. But you guys don't have to do that. It's a scalp. So on here, it looks like it's just a 10 to 15-pip move. But when you're able to maximize your entries, you're able to turn this into a 30 to 40-pip move.